I thought it was productive. I thought it was aggressive. I thought it was competitive the whole time. Both sides have plenty to be pissed about, so that typically means you had a pretty good scrimmage. I think that I would have liked to see us finish on the goal line a couple of those times. I thought though, but we got off the hook. Defense let us off the hook a couple times on some third and long. So I still think, we're not as consistent as we want to be. But we do have an explosive quality with the sacks and some of the explosive plays.
What did you think of Sawyer Robertson today?
I thought he looked good for the first time ever. Kind of in a team setting. I thought it was really good. And then besides the fact he's got a pretty good arm, good enough with his feet to stay out of trouble, prevented some sacks.
Your thoughts on Will Rogers today and how he directed the
a little up and down. I thought several times really good. Then we had some drop balls, which or sacks that cost the whole unit. Collectively, I thought he did pretty good, but definitely there's a player or two he wants back. He took care of the ball, but I'd like him to find his way out of some of those sacks, his own self, not just the O-line. Obviously, the protection was suspect there. I think some of these guys got to get tougher. Some of them may think they're better than they are, so we got to get that out of them.
You're about 3 weeks away from the first game. How close to game ready do you feel your squad is?
Oh, I don't think we're ready yet. I'm very glad we got 3 weeks or whatever it adds up to. I don't think we're ready yet.
Philip Ducking obviously redshirted last year. What have you seen from him so far at receiver?
He's emerging. He's starting to display some of his skills. I think he needs to get tougher as well. I'd like to see him start making back-to-back plays. But I do think he's getting better, and I think he's improved quite a lot from the beginning of spring. From the beginning of spring, he was hard to play with, and now he's a fairly explosive guy.
Back to Sawyer, I know he's a freshman, hadn't had a whole lot of practices, but how far has he come in a short amount of time?
I think pretty far. I think pretty far. We'd all like it further, but he throws a good ball. We just got to get to where he could process it quicker.
How do you feel about the center situation right now? I know Cole was the guy last year, and Q is doing it now, but how do you feel about the snaps and kind of where things stand with that position battle?
I think Q's ahead for now. I think that Cole's got some experience though, and Q brings us some power, and then we got to get Cole more consistent too.
You mentioned at media days, kind of trying to figure out the safety position. What do you think of their position group today?
They're still sorting that, but we got more bodies to pick from, and I think they're quality bodies, and I think that they're improving. And I thought they did a reasonably good job today, but that's we're going to have to make some choices there too.
Nick Jarrett had a pretty good day on defense. What is it like to have him providing some depth there?
Well, I think it helps for sure. I think it helps, and I think he's gotten kind of more familiar with everybody and better as time went on.
How did you like tackling went today?
I thought it went pretty good. I'd have to go back and look at the film. I thought it went pretty good. There were a couple plays that looked to me like we kind of got out of. In a few cases, I think our running backs, when they get their pads moving forward, they're tough to bring down. So, just evaluating what portion is the running back doing a really good job, or the defender, not getting it done as quickly as we'd like.
Chance had a couple balls tipped at the line, but overall, how would you kind of assess, the development that you saw from him today?
I think he's had a good camp. I think that he continues to improve. One thing is he'll pull the trigger, so I think that that helps him when he's got his eyes in the right place and making good choices.